Today we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games before we end the regular season. Trying to get as much done as I can. On Thursday, we're going to have a group again, so I don't know if we're going to have it in the afternoon or in the morning. But yeah, man, we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors are 46-31, and we're 76-0, man. Man, I can't believe we lost in 2K15, man, with the Orlando Magic. Vukovic can't even get nothing done, man. Vukovic can't even get nothing done on 2K15.
To the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now,
yes, not much has changed, has it, GA? Thank you. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
Hey, Kevin, the play-in tournament add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Anunoby getting the 3 for the 76ers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harris. And it's Harris at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Anunoby. Trent finds Barnes. Van Vliet lets it go with the 3. Comes out of the get empty. He's over the left. Maxey against Trent. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
It's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Van Vliet pins it to Anunoby. Siakam left side. And Embiid with the block. And they're able to recover. Trent can't hit. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
The OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
He said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Here's Harris. First shot, first basket. He's on the block steps.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame and he is able to finish through contact.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about. Threatening to the contact.
You know, if you guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr., fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jerry, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If you call this with it, he can cause you a lot of trouble.
Here's Trent after the mid shot from Joel Embiid. Van Vliet pins it to Trent. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 6. It's over Embiid. And again, Toronto no up.
But that's okay. Even though you missed, you have the right guy taking the shot.
And Tucker slams it.
DJ, I love seeing him roll down the lane and finding ways to score.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
She telling me this and telling me that. Come on, little baby, I can never go back. Now I got a lesson that I wanna teach. I'ma show you where you from, no matter to me. She said, "Hola, como estás?" She said, "Konnichiwa." She brought her all her friends. She said, "I'll do my job."
2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
Trent with a wide open look, and the Raptors miss again. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Maxey. That's good, but from Beebe with the assist. Maxey's got his second best one of the night.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
I don't know, Beebe, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Harris dishes to Harris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here is Anunoby. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Van Fleet. Toronto with the ball down now. Raptors need to get a shot. Here's Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Philadelphia. They're at a 12-4 run. And Harris gets on the go on the assist by Harris.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And the Raptors call time here. The last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. On Trezor, he's checked in for PJ Tucker. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's the Anthony Melton in for Maxey. Here's Melton. The Raptors getting the bucket and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first
It's going to be on Perry Trent Jr. Philadelphia is shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Melton hits them both. 1:12 left to play in the first. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Birch. Good on the baseline, Jay.
assist on Otto Porter.
Now here's Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Now here's Thybulle. And it goes down 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Fleet takes the corner. This is it to Trent. Van Fleet with him. Trent outside. Pocket 6. They get it back.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Good work there as it goes.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already at a double-digit lead. 76ers lead by 12. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, we see.
Yeah,
Going against the Bucks now.
They look to push
Then
the
Boston.
transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them when it's on.
Harris is out there with Toby Maxey. Then there's Harris. And it's the end in at the force line. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. That was the 2K drop, as that move deserved another look.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he led the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Porter with the steal. And outside. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, no good by Toronto.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Offensively and defensively, they have total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
Now here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
You know, when open look like that, he's very good at making the weak coverage play.
Young with the steal. Harris against Anunoby. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. There is so much young talent, Steve, in today's NBA. That being said, whose game should up-and-coming players try to emulate?
For me, Kevin, for the 25 and under crowd, the guys I love, Luka Doncic, unbelievable. John Morant, LaMelo Ball, and it's a whole slew of others.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet against Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Van Vliet passes to Young. And ball. Great assist by Van Vliet.
He's steady, he's unselfish, and all Van Vliet does is make money plays.
The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Smitty Van Vliet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run it off there. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer, and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots.
Pitching up on the Chimneys for Philadelphia. PJ Tucker is checked in for Montrezl. Mark Miles comes in for George Niang. And Chip Milton in for Harris. Here's Van Vliet. Holding the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Now, here's Anunoby. Defense right out. Misses from close range. Now, here's Milton. Under by Van Vliet. The shot's good for Milton.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Porter. 13 points from him the last game against Miami.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus-10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Again, Philadelphia.
It's just long. Yes, I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Anunoby. And again, Toronto no luck. And the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-2 run here. Maxey. Oh, yes, he did. Five up and 5 down for him so far.
These defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Raptors small time here.
And the lack of rim protection
Go eat some French fries.
of the list.
And it boils down
I ain't gonna eat all my Buffalo Wild Wings.
one team short it.
Eat some French fries.
Allow himself to be fully
Some French fries, heck yeah.
Ken Burks is checked in for Siakam. Shua comes in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Michael Porter Jr. Burks takes the ball. Trent outside. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Off target with the open look.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Here's Harris. Popping in for the basket. Number 4. And it's in Barnes kicks to Trent. Barnes outside. Pass to Birch. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Birch has got his second bucket tonight.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. His second shot goes in off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside. It's working like a charm.
Trent outside. He kicks to Barnes. Back to Trent. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
What a tough finish with all that contact. When Gary's doing damage inside, it's scary.
He gets that one. 10 points for Tobias Harris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Van Vliet outside. He lobs it up. It's going to be a goaltending ball here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fall in there.
And so it's Philadelphia. Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Defensively, they have gotten after.
Gotta go against the Bucks. Gotta go against the Boston Celtics.
Send it over to David Aldridge, who is
Dang, man, that's gonna be a long time before we end the regular season, bro.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse, Coach.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous...
I'm gonna go to
And that does it for our
the
halftime show.
outpatient
We now take you
building.
back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Hopefully my phone is still there.
All right, coming out to the court right now.
And with the second
I ain't gonna worry about it, though.
he'll find out if
I
his
ain't
team
gonna worry about
becomes
it.
the route that it's threatening to be.
I had Wi-Fi, I had cable, I had everything. I had 2K21.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Ananobi in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And Siakam at the 5 roaming the paint. Second chance shot. And Harris lays it up and in. Harris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. That was his second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Oh, good with the triple.
Well, they do better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Cans it from short range. Harris has got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Van Vliet passes to Ananobi. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam inside. Covered by Tucker.
PJ Tucker with a nice defensive stand, and everyone noticed that rejection.
Harris rejected by Van Vliet. And that's on the bounce. Philadelphia will overtake the possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Embiid with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Basket counts.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Back to Ananobi. To the left wing. Trent kicks to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. Shoots it from 9 feet away.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Nice shot by Tucker.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Anunoby. Siakam up top. And the call on the shot that sends it to the line. And for Siakam, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. And Trejo, who's checked in for PJ Tucker. Bien comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Maxey. The 11-footer. And Embiid pulls it down.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Trent outside. And to Van Vliet from outside the arc. And again, no good by Toronto.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And it's good, 2 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Fade away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Joel Embiid. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Korkmaz. And Jake Milton in for Harris. Raptors also changing it up. Ken Burch is checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Niang passes to Milton. Harrell kicks to Milton. And it's Thybulle in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Harrell trying to free himself up. And that looks good. Thybulle's got his second basket.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Passes it to Milton. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Outside Porter. Trent outside. Outside Flynn. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Thybulle.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Milton the pass to Milton. Back to Milton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Porter finds Achua. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the Raptors miss again. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 20-6 run.
And they just assimilated in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Raptors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And there's the pass to Harrell. Here's Trent. Up in time. And he was able to put up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia with a huge lead at the breaks. And to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Oh boy, this is the longest
And there
ever,
have been two
man.
very different
I might not even
performances
finish the regular
today
season,
to
bro.
get going in quarter number 4. Fort Myers is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Reed, and it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And counting. House has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Hernan Gomez passes to Jackson. Another shot. The shot will not fall. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers already taking possession here. And the Raptors making a change here. Wilson's checked in. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually be. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And here's Young. Outside Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the play-in tournament break is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs.
Something to think about.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, he taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
That's his
And
first.
some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Here's Wilson. And nothing is falling for him right now. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And that one's good. Ouch.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Outside Jackson. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Toronto ball.
Now Flynn, pocket 4 from the baseline. The rebound by Niang.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this ball spill, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a team.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Raptors ball.
Outside Wilson. Raptors moving the ball around. Young trying to break free. Here's Gomez. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
Toronto, Juan Aaron Gomez.
And the first one in the line is good. And so much great talent coming into the league grade every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Korkmaz kicks the house. Back to Korkmaz. Carries it down low. Korkmaz has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Toronto. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. Pass to Jackson. Shoots a 3. And again, Toronto no luck. And the 76ers with possession. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Milton. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Jackson. And again, no good by Toronto.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Flynn. 3-pointers off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. This run now up to 13-2. To the middle. Here's House. Beautiful dish, and the hand goes down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to 1.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
He on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dives.
Wilson the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Jackson. Back to Flynn. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. Jackson from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Milton. Lays it up.
It's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
It's called pure instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So this 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not be the most exciting revolution, but we have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
Don't their fans appreciate it. And we saw destructions. Excellent. Potency from it off.
They watch the no back for curses, and I got some messed up guns that I won't throw away because I'm easy and hurting. I keep it in because I can. I see them coming. They think it's in my genetics, so they coming at it. Pulling off is expected. Wow, gather your thoughts and collect them now. Any come thoughts make a fortune back.
All right, we're going against the Milwaukee Bucks. Man, we got what, like 4 more games left before we end the regular season. I'm finally finished with the 2K23, man. It took me a long time just to make it barely to the end of the regular season. And after we done with the regular season, we gotta go ahead and do the playoffs. I don't know how far we're gonna make it, but if we win it all, man, I'm gonna do the same thing I did on 2K22. Recorded on my iPhone, and then when I recorded on my iPhone, saved the video. So I've been really doing that lately. So just want to let y'all know what's going on. I might still play my Madden games. But yeah, man, we're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Got 4 games left, man. But if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna post this every day, every week, whenever I have free time. Catch you